I realised this morning through all our little video sagas here that I haven't even mentioned the Beast. And I've been walking by it, I've probably had it in a few of my videos and not even mentioned the bloody thing, but I can't believe I haven't mentioned this thing. I absolutely love this thing. Like, look at this. This is my wood splitter, guys. This is what I split all my firewood. I did 6.5 cord of firewood that I cut myself. I brought it all in and I split every bit of that sucker on this machine right here, look. 1947 engine on that thing. I pulled it out of the weeds. We got a bloody great place. It's called Mallett's Mill, and it's down in a little town near where I live. And they have all sorts of like wicked old machines and stuff just laying about. And somebody mentioned to me they had an old wood splitter, and I just love wood splitters. You know what I mean? I love old wood splitters, and I desperately needed one. And I went down there, and this thing was all in the weeds. It had been sitting for like 15 years, and gosh, it was a mess. I need to put some pictures up of it, but gosh, they brought it here on the back of a crane truck, and they dropped it off, and I redid the engine. A friend of mine helped me, you know, with some of the things. I put in an internal oil pump on it, and I did a new distributor shaft and all this kind of thing. I put all new gaskets on there, oil pan gasket, and put a head gasket on. I did everything on that bloody thing. That runs sweet as anything now. Like, that really does. I'm so pleased with that thing. I put put these old lines on it too. I put all the high pressure lines, and that's bloody good pump that thing is. Like, that's a strong old thing. That's a Vickers, I think. That's an English vane pump. It says Vickers, and that isn't one of those 2-stage pumps like you get on some of the newer ones, so it doesn't have that like secondary kick sometimes. But boy, look at that thing. I'll chop through anything, that old sucker will. That's a big old machine, and I'm not going to open it all up right now because that's like a delay piece. You'll have to wait a little while to see what it really looks like. But I have got a video way back in my videos if you want to see it. There's one running, yeah, with it running on there. It's only had a few hundred, like maybe 100 views. That's way back, but that shows it running. But I'm going to leave it for right now because it's really crappy weather, and I don't want to undo her right now. Poor old bugger. She already sat out for 15 years, so she's not going to do that yet. Even though she was in the shed, but we got a whole shit ton of bottles in the shed right now that are supposed to be down at the recycling place. But anyway, this is this is the old girl. I did all my firewood with that, and even this thing is sharp. Look, I sharpened that right down. Cut your friggin' head off on that thing. That's like a guillotine, isn't it? But yeah, that's an awesome machine. That's a 4-cylinder Continental. It's an old 1947, I think, is the engine block age. I looked it all up, and I had to buy all sorts of parts from crazy different places for it. And 4-cylinder Continental with that Vickers vane pump on it, and it's got like I think it was out of the back of an old tractor. They put all this together, these guys at the mill. Their uncle or something back in the 60s or 70s, I can't remember. They took all these different parts off of all these different machines, you know, an old trailer that they got, and put all these different things together. They made this is an old pile in off of something, you know, just a big old rod, and you know, they welded a big old wheel on here, and I think this was like a little plant trailer from the 40s or 50s or something like, I don't know. And then this thing is like a little engine house off like an old loader, you know, like an old tractor with a grabber on it or something like that. And they just welded that thing right on there, bolted it all down, and made it into a wood splitter. So that's the Beast, guys. I honestly couldn't believe I hadn't even said anything about that. So hope you enjoyed that one. We will be getting that working again soon because I am running out of firewood. Seriously, we've had a long, cold winter so far here, and we're still not out of it yet, as you can see. So I'll be getting the Beast out pretty soon, I think, even with the snow on the ground, perhaps. See you later. Bye.